with tutorials. Okay, so we're going to talk about creating different forms in our Google Drive. You can create
I think that's 5.
5 different forms in Google Drive. You can create a doc, a presentation, a spreadsheet, a form, or a drawing. Now the document, that's what we're going to focus on, but I'll preview just what each of these other forms are. Presentations, that's going to be a lot like PowerPoint, right?
Right, like PowerPoint. It's like PowerPoint for free.
Spreadsheets, that's like the Excel programs.
For free.
Form, you can create surveys,
Tests.
quizzes,
Free.
and drawing is just like a paint program built in. Also for
pre-K. For painting.
For free.
For free.
Yeah,
Oh,
for free.
For free.
Remember, the magic word's free.
For
That's what
free.
teachers love. We love free stuff, right?
And the amazing thing is, it's all saved in your Google account.
Right. And you can access them, of course, by going up to this big button, the big red button that says Create. And that's where you get started. Create. Document, presentation, spreadsheet, form, drawing. Yeah. And what's important is,
It's free.
oh, by the way, it's free. Okay, free. So we're going to start out by, of course, creating folders so we can put stuff in that folder. So I'm going to create a folder. It's going to prompt me from a name. Let's put, first hour,
Sure.
first period.
I put first recess since I'm an elementary teacher.
Good job.
Yay.
So first recess of the day. I created it, and I'm going to click this to go away because I don't want to download the extra software. I can't download the extra software because then I have to get IT guy to come down and give me permission to install it on my computer at school, and that takes forever. So I'm just going to not take that option, and all my documents will exist on the cloud.
And then your IT guy will like you because you won't talk to him.
Yeah, because you're not bugging him.
Right.
Maybe I'll create a couple more folders. So now I got 5 folders, all planned out. So if I'm a professional teacher that teaches recess most of the day, but of course you have to have time for lunch and a planning period so you know what to teach in your 3 periods of recess the next day.
My, what a busy schedule.
I like that schedule.
Me
I
too.
will take it. I will take it. Even for beginning of year teacher pay, I would take it.
Yeah, I would take that.
So you can click your drop down menu and you can see them all in view in case you have to navigate between multiple folders quickly. But if you click on the My Drive, it'll show everything you've created ever. Now let's go and let's create documents for first period recess. Remember, go up to the Create button and then the drop down menu, you're going to create document, or you're going to click on Documents.
So it's just like Word.
So a lot like Word, except the way you navigate between it is it opens a new browser window tab. See my tabs up here? We have my Google Drive that I can always go back to, and then we have the actual document created in a separate tab. First thing you're going to want to do is click on the box here that will pop up when you hover over it, where it says Untitled Document, and give your document a title. Let's see. We'll call it Lesson Plan number 1. Press Enter. There we go. And we're ready to start creating. Some things might look really familiar if you've ever used a word processing document. You'll notice that it has the same menu up here with a lot of the same features that you would see in those expensive word programs. The menu bar where you can change the fonts, change the size of fonts, bold, underline, italicize, even change colors. There we go. And I don't like Arial, it's kind of boring. I like this
Trebuchet?
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
That's my French.
That's my nom de plume in France.
Non de Bloom.
It's Trebuchet Flores. That has a nice ring to it.
It does.
Ah, wife! I know we're gonna name our firstborn now.
Trebuchet? Please. Can you imagine being a first grader and having to spell your first name Trebuchet?
Jump rope holders, jumpies, and of course, timers. There we go. Look at that, and it does automatically spell check.
Ah, so
Fantastic.
jumpies is not a word. Well,
These,
it is now.
It is now. English background. I can create words.
That's right.
Okay, and then closing.
Like Trebuchet Flores.
That's a beautiful name.
It scares me a lot.
It rolls off the tongue beautifully. What other fonts could be children's names?
Comic Sans? No.
No, that kid will get beat up.
So Papyrus.
Ooh.
Papyrus Flores now.
They're born to be a writer.
That's right.
Papyrus. Done. Lesson plan 1. I'm good for the week. Excellent.
Now, wait, I noticed up there at the top that it says all changes saved in Drive.
I'm glad you said that. Right here, all changes saved in Drive. Now this is why I switched my entire classroom to Google Docs. When I was teaching 9th graders, for some reason we had this reoccurring problem that when we were working on computers in the lab or laptops from the laptop card, they would type out brilliant drafts, or at least they told me they were brilliant drafts, but they would forget to save their work.
So this is kind of like the dog ate my homework.
It's like the dog ate my homework, but it's like the computer ate my homework. And sometimes, because the laptops the way my laptops work, they would just sort of, turn off with no warning in my classroom. So they would always lose their draft. So notice, every time you type something, it starts saving, constantly backing up that file. No more excuses, or at least that's one less excuse to get that paper turned in on time.
Here we go.
And we've created our first Google Doc. Now, because it's always backed up and saved, you can go ahead and close out of it. Look, it's already in my folder.
Wow,
And if
that's
I click-
amazing.
It is amazing. So now I have that lesson plan in my folder, and I can do other stuff like click on it and make a copy. I made a copy, and then when I click on that copy, I can click on more and click on move to and decide to make a copy in any other folder I want. So I can make sure I have a lesson plan in first, second, and third hour, and of course send it to my principal so they know all my awesome lesson plans. Say you do need to provide a copy for your coworker because they want to borrow it. And now she wants to download it off of Google Docs because I need to email it to her. I can go to File, go to Download As, and then I can choose whichever format I want to download it for her. PDF is generally the preferred because you can open PDFs almost on any computer.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you're using. So I'll click on that. You can see it's connecting, so it's putting it together. Oh, and it's ready to download.
And there it is.
There it is. And I can email it to you, and then you have my lesson plan. One last trick. Say if someone has shared a lesson plan with you and you want to upload it onto your Google Docs, that's what this arrow button is here. It's right by the Create button. Click on the arrow for Upload, and you're going to click on Files. There's my window where I go and search on my computer. So say if I want to upload this menu, because that's where we're going to go eat after we get paid.
Yeah.
Friday payday, so we go meet and we collaborate with other teachers after work. Click on our PDF, and we're going to upload it to our Google folder. See, it's uploading over here. Our menu has been uploaded. There it is, and I can pull it up. And what's great about Google Docs, I can leave my computer. Say I want to run across to my friend's classroom and go on her computer. So I say, hey Sarah, I want to see the menu for when we go and have our collaborative meeting after school today.
Hey, yeah.
Okay. Let me log into my Google account. There we go.
That's your Google account.
This is my Google account.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
But that's not even the easiest way to share documents using Google Drive.
No.
Move on to our fourth and final video where we're going to talk about the collaboration features.
This is the most wonderful thing about Google Docs.
Get ready to have your life changed.
And it's easy.
I think we're done with this
I
part, so
think
now
we're
we
done
just
with
talk
create.
about more baby names. By the way, just for the record, my wife is not pregnant.
And neither am I. Okay.
Say it again.
It's easy and free.
Free! I like that too.
Okay.
Say, Lunch isn't free.
No, lunch isn't free.
No. Google Docs is free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is the presentation. This is a lot like a PowerPoint.
And it's free.
By the way,
It's free.
it's free.
And it's free.
This, I think, and the Google Calendars is what saved my marriage, because I do my budget on here, and then I plan when I do my budget with my wife on the calendars. Marriage lifesaver.
If you can see in the background, my marriage has gone flat.
This fourth document is called Google Forms. This is something pretty unique, but it's an easy way to create surveys or for teachers.
Quizzes, tests.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we want to you want to test
Not that
anymore.
you want to test them out to death, but if you wanted to, have a bunch of parents sign in at parent-teacher conference, you can set up a Google form where you leave a name and their cell phone number and home address in case you gotta go hunt them down to talk to them about their kid.
This is also a great place to start and create student-led conferencing.
Ooh.
Just to give you that idea. We'll do that at a later date.
Okay. Is that how you spell recess?
I think so.
Okay.
You're the ELA guy.
Pretty sure that's how I spell recess. Well, now I'm getting paranoid. I gotta double check it. I always like double check.
RECESS.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay. Guess what? I can spell recess. I get to keep my.
Now, I used to tell my principals that the pig ate my lesson plan. Now there's no excuse because all changes are saved.
Well, they don't have to know about Google Docs.
No.